Okay, let's go.
Started in Opa-locka, and then as Ralph mentioned a short time ago, we got Miami-Dade police officers behind this rider right now. FHP also involved here.
I was in a meeting.
This rider was on I-95, a state.
I could not. We were talking
roadway,
about sensitive shit.
And then BSO is getting the
I
heads
can't
up to
stream our meeting.
He is heading up north. I mean, we're talking about a ride that started in Opa-locka, went through the busy Miami area on a Monday morning, through JMH, where you know so many people work and are walking through the streets. We saw him going through a residential area, which is so dangerous, making his way under the 112, then finally onto I-95, and that is where he's been for
Remove
a few
meeting text.
minutes
Good call.
now,
Thanks.
as he is going still pretty quickly.
And the good news here is it does appear that there are not many cars.
Merle, it's causing.
Right
all right, I'm not too happy about this
like
bot
this.
thing. I switched over to using
him, trying to just follow along and see this to its end.
using Restream. I'll time the bot out for a minute.
Stop because he runs out of gas.
That's right.
Yeah, we're back with you guys. We just wanted to let you know. Again, we monitor police radios and scanners here, and a lot of it's chatter. A lot of it actually you can confirm it because you hear it and then you see it. What's happened now is that the county, the supervisors for Dade County, have indicated that they're going to stop everybody from following anymore when they cross county line. Well, that happened about 25 seconds ago, and there is nobody currently behind. Now, the aviation unit requested that they continue following until the Broward Sheriff's helicopter gets involved with this, and right now that's what's happening. So they've reached out to the Broward Sheriff's Office for assistance here, and what you're looking at is what is happening. We are
It's kind of cool. All right, I'll leave it on for YouTube at
I-95.
least.
We're just passing. This is going to be.
Twitch was seeing it, but it was like doubling up every message.
Antenna farm there off of 441 on our left-hand side, and looking out our right window here, this is where you see this ATV rider that police were following in the county. Started in Opa-locka, ended up went all the way down into the city of Miami, down around the Jackson Memorial Complex and the courts area down there, and then westbound, very close to the airport at one point on 36th Street. I got within about a quarter of a mile of the airport, and then he turned around and went back eastbound. So now we're approaching Hollywood now, according to what we're hearing on the radio there. And again, still being followed.
Shinji,
by a police helicopter.
no, not right now.
Several media.
They were before, but
right
they were
now.
complaining. They were bitching about it. So
on a roadway that he's
I muted the bot for a minute.
Driving erratically, driving a high rate of speed, disregarding traffic signals and traffic signs. Once or twice we actually saw him on the wrong side of the road in a couple of instances, and he continues to go northbound here on I-95. Back to you.
All right, Ralph, and once again, we are staying with these live pictures, and we want to keep our viewers up to date on the location of this because, of course, that is
Dude, how
such an
this thing can probably go like 65.
safe. This is now in Broward County, as Ralph just mentioned a few moments ago. 95 northbound, right off.
It's
of
going. I mean, it seems like it's topping out like 65,
once again,
70, about that.
Driver. Going very fast, high rates of speed in the far left lanes of 95. And you see here cars passing, traffic passing on either side. A very, very dangerous situation.
Charles, is that on TV?
You want to avoid if you happen to be in this area. You don't want to be around. We do know, although you can't see it in this live picture right now, police are following closely behind.
Yep, and this started in Opa-locka at about 10:45 or so, and this rider has been going ever since. 10:45 in Opa-locka is when and how this all started. When he refused to stop for police, then he just kept on going. He made his way through the streets of Miami, again, at high rates of speed, driving recklessly, erratically, disturbing the drivers, and now he is on I-95 northbound in Broward. And Ethan, Ralph was mentioning that because he went from Miami-Dade County to Broward County, there was a short period, I don't know if it's still the case, but there was a short period that no one was behind
Leroy,
him,
I don't really like the chat thing being in
counties.
both of them. I got to figure out how to change that.
Our update for you is
I think it looks kind of busy and dumb, but I don't know.
The camera back out as we have several times here to show you.
I wish there was a way to do it that
regular
didn't look so
traffic here now
scuffed.
on the eye, so he is free of traffic of being followed on the ground, but they're now indicating that he is holding down his waistband, indicative
But
of might
the thing
be
is,
concerned that this person is armed. That's the latest that we're hearing at this time. We have not seen anything firsthand on that. And as he slows here,
I was having a lot of problems with the software I was using before. Like the last stream, I had to freaking restart my computer. I've had to restart the app several times recently. So I switched to a different way of doing this.
Let's see which way he goes.
And hopefully we can iron out the details here.
At this time, we'll see where he ends up going.
It should be more reliable, and that's all I care about.
He goes through the intersection. Now he's going to be coming westbound underneath.
Streamlabs was giving me a bunch of trouble, Chato, so I'm using Restream now.
And he's coming right underneath us here. All right.
Okay, off the freeway.
When you can, you want to go all the way around. That's it. Nice and easy.
Yeah, his pants are coming off. They say you might have a guy.
Just some disregard there for traffic control devices going to be crossing the railroad tracks here west of I-95. And let's see.
Jeez, this is dangerous as fuck,
Still
man.
continues westbound.
He's flying down here.
Punch up my map here for everybody. There it is right there. And that says that Sterling Road. So we're on Sterling Road westbound.
The video is so bad.
And again, whipping in and out
Like, seriously,
of,
it's
the lanes
so
of traffic
bad.
there.
Can I change it?
Dangerous situation. And we had, I guess we put a warning out there about 12, 15 minutes ago that our viewers at home and the ones that we're streaming to, that this is live and we're not exactly sure how this is going to play out. And so we're just advising you that there are the dangers that occur when these kind of activities occur on the highways and byways here, and we don't know how it's going to play out, so govern yourself and your viewing habits. We'll throw it back to you guys for now.
Ralph, you pointed out that law enforcement did back off in this chase, so he's free of law enforcement right now. Is that simply because he crossed county lines, or is there another reason you may know of?
Well, you see the trooper right there. There's a trooper.
Is he going to go back to the highway?
Behind him, and these guys, the troopers especially, have extensive training on this police following, the pursuit, and the pit maneuver, which I'm sure just about everybody's familiar with. You got the chopper off the left there, bud? Yeah, good man, good man. All right, just got to check in with our pilot. Familiar with. You got Mark Lewis here. Make sure he sees the other aircrafts that are involved here. But we do have some trees out down below there that are blocking a little bit of our view, but the speedometer there pretty accurate now as far as how fast this person on the ATV is going. And again, a better part of an hour now coming up that police have been following him now. Predominantly was from the air and aviation.
Okay, I hid the messages from the Restream bot on both platforms.
Bring the camera out here one more time.
I don't know. You guys can give me your opinion on if it's good or bad.
Center of the picture up there for you. This time we're now eastbound on Sterling Road, coming back across the railroad tracks, getting closer to I-95. So I guess he's going to roll the dice here and see which way he goes on the highway, or maybe go through here. Let's see what happens. Hold on.
Oh, we didn't do the prediction.
Yeah, he's coming up.
We should have been doing that.
So
okay. It's not too late.
Wheeling through and around traffic with that ATV, go off road.
Oh, damn.
There he goes on cue.
Okay.
And around those.
I guess this is the benefit of having this thing in your police chase.
And he goes underneath I-95, so he's going to continue going eastbound, Mark. For now, let's see if he turns and goes northbound.
Okay, how long have we been live?
Waiting here, see if he comes out on the other side.
We're already at 16 minutes. All right, we got to switch. We got to do this at a 30-minute one now.
There he goes, and he is going northbound, Mark. All right, folks, we're going to continue to follow this vehicle as it goes northbound.
Use your channel points on Twitch.
Police department, several agencies
Predict, will this chase last for 30 minutes, which means another 14, another 13 and a half minutes?
Fort Lauderdale, and this is going to be a little
this is in Miami.
Because, where we'll be flying or being asked to fly right over the end of their runway there. And it is a busy airport.
And this guy's been going like 65, 70.
This vehicle northbound on the I, and if
I think that must be the top.
Circle around and continue to provide you with.
How is my mic volume versus the?
So I will throw it back to you as we just cross. We're coming up on Griffin Road at I-95 northbound.
All right, Ralph Rayburn, thank
Still
you for
getting
that.
used to this
Again,
new
if
setup.
You're just joining us right now,
Artman,
you're
what's
looking at
up?
live
Sounds good.
pictures
Okay.
of an ATV rider who is running from police and has been running from police on this ATV for close to an hour now. As we've been mentioning, this started in Opa-locka, went through the streets of Miami, got onto I-95, and this driver is now back on I-95 heading northbound. He got off on Sterling Road, went westbound for a little bit, made a U-turn, went eastbound, and just jumped right back on to I-95. Florida Highway Patrol right behind him. You see it on the right side of your screen, that corner there. That FHP trooper.
Yeah, he really might run out of
him
gas.
because he went from Miami-Dade to Broward County. There was a moment, Ethan, where he had no one behind him, but guess what? Eyes have been from up above on this rider from the very beginning. Miami-Dade police in a chopper keeping a very close eye on this rider, and so have we.
And at this stage of the pursuit, Alex, of course, law enforcement, FHP troopers there, just trying to keep everyone safe. That's the main concern.
Seems like the
right now.
helicopter's
Of course,
getting further away right
This is
now.
an extremely dangerous situation because this rider, as we've been watching, is weaving in and out of all traffic. But
Right, the
even
helicopter's
going in
not
between
keeping up now.
Semi-trucks, large semi-trucks here. So just a dangerous situation all around. It's something other drivers obviously want to avoid, and troopers want to avoid making this an even more dangerous situation. So
Are we gonna
that's why you're
lose
seeing them,
this?
back off a bit. We saw that earlier. Now that you can see them following a little more closely at this point, hoping to see this come to an end, obviously very soon. But no indication that that's going to happen right now as he got back on 95, as you pointed out, Alex.
And you see him right there. And as we've been mentioning,
No fly
either
zone
he
nearby?
stops, he quits, or he runs out of gas. And he's been at this for about an hour now. So not sure exactly how ATVs work, not sure how much gas these guys have, but we're talking about a lengthy ride, and what I would call a lengthy ride for an ATV.
And what appears to be a full gas tank.
Yeah.
From every indication. As we stay with these live pictures from 7 Sky Force, Ralph Rayburn following right along with us. We do want to keep you posted and update you. Ralph, you have anything new?
North, he's going north straight up. Hi, guys. I was talking with the pilot there, Mark Lewis. Ready to go.
All right.
Lucky
Ralph
that they're
stays
chasing
with us
this
and
ATV.
tries to get his bearings up there too.
This four-wheeler.
We want to just update you where this started. This is all the way back in Opa-locka, weaving its way through.
Damn, he's
Miami
moving
Gardens
again.
Drive, going through the hospital district in Miami near JMH, eventually ending up across the county line onto 95 in the express lanes. Right off of 441 into Hollywood, then west on Sterling Road, making a U-turn, going back east and hopping right back
Grizzle,
onto
what's up?
northbound I-95.
Yes, I can.
What we're seeing now.
Yes, hello. Hello.
Yes, Ralph?
Hi, guys. I wasn't sure if you could hear me or
Sorry.
not. We're just doing an audio check with one of our audio folks upstairs there.
Artman, are you in Florida?
Let me see what my Churchill map says as the driver here continues to evade police. That's Davie Boulevard. Yes, okay, Davie Boulevard, and he's
he's going to turn around.
making a U-turn and coming back southbound.
Okay,
He's coming
that's
back on
good
the
for
I-5
us.
Southbound, Mark. All right, so you got to turn and
The
go south
reporter
when you
is
can.
a
He's
goof,
followed by
yeah.
a Florida Highway Patrol
Dude, I
vehicle
don't
here.
think that,
Got hung up in
whenever
traffic
we
a
see a
little bit
chase
there.
outside of
He's trying to
LA.
make a determination. He's
Oh, what
slowed
is he
down here,
doing?
and now
Oh, he's
making
turn-
a
whoa,
U-turn
whoa,
right
whoa,
there 'cause
whoa.
he can, and he's going to be going
Whoa,
back
dude,
northbound
no.
again. You see him make that very, very
Oh,
dangerous
that's not
turn there
good.
into oncoming traffic. He is still in the southbound lanes of I-95.
No.
Look at this. This is insane. As he goes northbound.
Yo,
in the
that's a
breakdown
terrible
lane
idea.
here Of the southbound, the southbound
Oh, that's
lanes
fucked
of the
up.
roadway here. That ATV allowing him that luxury of making those turns off of the main roadway there because of the.
He's trying to
suspension on
lose
it.
the cop.
He's able
Yeah,
to
and I
go
think he
along
will,
those
right?
curves and stuff, but he is. Looks like he may be running out of gas.
Nah, he's gonna turn around.
He's looking to cross over the roadway. Look, check that out.
False alarm.
And he's now he's on the inside lane of the breakdown, and he's wow.
He's gonna turn around.
Sorry, I'm just getting a little tongue-tied here. All right, he's made another U-turn,
No?
and he's now done a 360 right there in the middle of the roadway. It appears that he's waiting for a break in the traffic so that he can either cross this roadway, a busy I-95. Let's bring the camera back out here, and either that or he's going to whip a right-hand turn here and join that traffic and continue. Southbound right now with the traffic that you see crossing from right screen to the left, that is the southbound traffic of I-95, and that's what he's doing now. He's spun out a little bit and he's crossing over to the other side. He's now in the middle.
Whoa,
and
dude.
Rolled it
Whoa.
over there. Hang on. He turned it over on one side. Looks like he's having some issues.
Oh, he's done.
Flat tire, I don't know.
No?
He's going to try to start it up again if it hasn't stalled.
Yeah, it looks like he... Well,
there.
okay.
It is running.
Okay.
Yep.
He's running, and he is going southbound along one of the little interior barrier walls of I-95, going the wrong way.
Man, it looked like he wanted to turn back around.
Northbound. All those cars are traveling southbound, the ones that are in the same lane that he is right now. I'm not 100% sure where the Florida Highway Patrol officer is in all this.
What crime did he commit? Lucky, that's a good question.
And a lot of
I think he just was probably on the highway speeding, and they're like, you know, we're going to get you. I don't know.
Our news helicopter and several others, that's the only thing that we know that is following him. We have not seen the Broward Sheriff's Office helicopter yet, trying to establish whether or not he's there.
Where is he? There he is.
Okay, popped out from underneath there. I'll give you a cross street here in just 1 second. I believe it's going to be Sunrise. Yeah, there's downtown.
El Homer, what's up?
Right there. So I'm sorry, Broward Boulevard.
Gina Snow.
Make that Broward Boulevard where we are right now. So crossing over there.
Killed you, stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the, it's hard to remember that, but it's northbound in the southbound lanes. You can see all the traffic there on I-95 coming southbound, but he's in that HOV lane there, the breakdown lane of the HOV as he crosses over Broward Boulevard, continues northbound. And again, to refresh for anybody who might just be tuning
Man, people in those cars must just be like, what the fuck?
Back in Opelika earlier today, this guy.
But hey, this is one way to get the cops off your ass.
With a black mask and a black helmet. Was driving erratically and racing around. Police officers spotted him and tried to get him to stop. He would not stop.
Okay, it's just failure to yield.
They followed at a distance for a while. They finally got an aviation unit from the county up down there off 135th Street in the area of 7th Avenue. The aviation unit located the vehicle, the ATV, and the driver, and followed it for quite a while, calling out locations to
yeah,
the
this one's in Florida. We're in like Miami area.
They're trying to get ahead now right there and probably initiate some kind of a stop. So anyway, he continued all in that area off of I-95 and around 135th Street, and it went all the way up
Monday morning in Florida
area, and east there all the way over to Northeast 6th Avenue there for a while. Got back
What's
on
up,
the
St.
I,
Louis?
ended up on 7th Avenue around 95th Street and went south on 7th Avenue all the way to the Jackson Memorial.
Yeah, apparently this guy's been running for like well over an hour.
10th Avenue.
You got to think, like, when there's chases in LA,
around there with the big construction
the news stations will like get in their chopper and get there now. And in anywhere else, you got to be running for like 45 minutes an hour before the news station is going to get there, right? Like, this takes a long time.
And at the current time, as you see those cars speeding by, whipping by there, probably a sight for them to see somebody on an ATV going.
It's not the same as when Eliana gets tagged on Twitter and she just immediately starts flying towards it.
Traffic on I-95, everybody knows how bad
Why is that, Tony? I think they just don't. They don't think of it the same way. Like in LA, this is like prime entertainment that gets covered like a sport, and that's just unique to LA. That's just it's unique to the Southern California area. Nowhere else in the freaking world is it covered the same way.
Rather than in a vehicle, and that again puts him at an advantage over law enforcement trying to pursue him right now. And here he goes back into the main lanes, appearing to make a U-turn now in the same direction as traffic.
All right,
he is doing that, and again, I think the bottom line.
Man, there's all kinds of junk on these shoulders on highways, right?
Farther. I don't know how much. Nobody knows how much fuel the guy's got. I don't personally know the range of these kind of vehicles and how far they can go. But there are folks following the vehicle. Florida Highway Patrol got involved there when the vehicle crossed county line there on I-95, and he now working his way south here. I'm looking.
Lots of debris, right? That's a good word.
To pick up a location here for you guys, but again in the breakdown lane at high rate of speed.
That just seems so dangerous if you're driving that fast on this thing. Like, you're gonna hit something.
Let's see if I can pick up what that is there as he whips off and whips around slower traffic there. High rate of speed, dangerous conditions, and not too many good choices being made right now.
Okay. Getting off the highway now.
Ethan and I were just talking. He's going south on the southbound lanes, right? He's done several U-turns, but can you confirm
I've seen a chase like this one before. The guy wasn't on the friggin' highway much, though. But I've seen an ATV chase before.
Sunrise Boulevard right there, and he is west of the I now. With slower traffic here, adjusting his driving habits somewhat, but again, still trying to flee from the police. Wanted at this point for reckless driving and from fleeing from the police, excessive speed, dangerous driving there, that a litany of things that he's looking at right now. And you see a police officer there and an unmarked car,
what's this guy doing?
there,
Is that a cop?
attempting to block his pathway, but he continues west on Sunrise Boulevard. You good, Mark? Mark, you good? Mark, are you good? Okay, thank you. I'm just checking with our pilot here because he's chatting away with the other pilots that are up here in the area and air traffic control. Just want to make sure
Come on, Mark.
everything is copacetic across the board as we continue to follow this vehicle here westbound on Sunrise Boulevard, west of I-95.
Safety first for Ralph and Mark up above in 7 Skyforce, for the officers in their chopper, and for the drivers.
Yeah, that was an
here
undercover,
dealing
right,
with
Charles?
this mess. This ATV rider now making a
KFC
right
time.
To a KFC.
Into a KFC, everybody. Again, this is West Sunrise Boulevard. He was west of I-95 and now deciding to get out of that parking lot and on a sidewalk right here as traffic is going so quickly right next to him. This ATV rider, Ethan, is relentless.
And Alex, we do want to point out this is now Northwest 31st Avenue, I believe, crossing over 11th Street. It's still going west, I think.
No, he turned northbound.
Northbound. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ralph.
He's northbound now, right?
Okay.
I have a little compass I could throw up there, but the screen gets so confusing with all the little toys that we have to show you that we're just going to keep the speedometer up on that upper right-hand corner out of the way for now.
Did he lose the cops? I guess.
Well, I did a Google search. If this helps,
They're not right behind him right now.
ATV, full tank of gas can get you between 90 to 100 miles.
Okay, that's helpful.
I don't
Grizzle,
know, of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
the
yeah,
make
plenty
and
of
model
times.
Of this ATV, I don't know.
I've
the
seen that
distance
several
so
times.
far, but we're talking about a pursuit that has been going for about an hour. And he is going pretty quickly.
Which is longer than a lot of the pursuits we watch with regular passenger vehicles.
And I think it's because of what you said, because of his agility, because he's able to swerve and going to areas that the normal vehicle can't. The FHP trooper behind him couldn't. We haven't seen
He's
that
honest.
trooper
I don't know,
in
Charles.
quite
Is
some
he?
time?
No, we have not.
Or is he there? Ralph is probably going to be able to tell us.
Yeah,
more.
Artman, that's kind of what I'm afraid of.
On FHP at the moment?
We've had that happen before.
What we're trying to do here is just
It's not good.
Stay clear of.
It's not good.
Of the ground units. Wait 1 second. Hold on. I'm just getting some
Really
information
not
here.
good. All right, yeah, the prediction's
we pulled
almost
the camera
up here.
back out there about 2
Most people
blocks.
said
we do not
yes.
see any marked units now, but there is a group that's part of it's either part of a task
All right,
force
we're gonna
or it's
start
a
it up.
currently running program that they're using
45 minutes.
in Broward County that involves undercover police officers on marked cars and stuff. So we're going to be on the lookout for those vehicles in the area there. But again, the ATV driver here just pretty much on cruise control right now, continues to look over his left and right shoulders, looking back to see if there's anybody that he can spot that's keeping up with him. And there you have that SUV from earlier.
Yeah, that's a cop.
Appears to be at least one. I see the flashing lights there. We got a second one, I believe, pulling up right here
Okay.
too. And he's pulling over
He's
to
done.
the side, and it looks
He's
like
done.
he's about to give up the ghost here. Let's use a zoom here, and we're going to get a little bit closer.
That's it.
Officer is getting him to stop.
Boom.
Gonna knock him to the ground.
Tackled.
And secure him and make sure that he's not carrying any weapons. Several Broward Sheriff's Office representatives there now have taken this person down. Looks like he probably ran out of fuel or finally just decided the wiser thing to do is to give himself up. So he is in police custody. You watched this pretty much unfold here live.
Got him.
From Dade to Broward, or from Dade to the city of Miami and that area down around the Jackson Memorial Complex in the court area, back on I-95 north into the North Miami
That
area,
was kind of
Miami Beach, all the way up
anticlimactic,
through
yeah.
I-95 and Ives Dairy Road, and then across county line where the
Bacon, egg, cheese, what's
Dade
up?
County turned it over to Broward Sheriff's Office.
Dimitri,
Broward Sheriff's Office
yeah, missed
followed
it.
for a while. The guy got off I-95 at Sterling.
But I guess that was a
U-turns
good
back,
ending, you know,
back northbound,
of
then
all
driving
the
in
possible
wrong
outcomes.
lanes of traffic,
At least the
going
guy
northbound
didn't
in the
like
southbound
get
lanes,
flung flung off of the ATV or
Florida Highway
something.
Patrol got involved at that point. Just as they
Titan
crossed,
should sign that
into
cop. What's up,
Broward,
Hunter?
to Broward County, and just moments ago, you watched him pull off the side of the road. Very
The tackle was so
unceremoniously,
unnecessary,
and, taken into custody here.
It totally was.
That's what I got for you. Back to you guys.
Ralph, one more time.
Oh,
for
he did
viewers,
get flung off.
locator
Danger,
for
good
this. What
point.
street is this on, just so we can know where this came
One second
from?
here. Let me. I'm gonna have to correct the GPS here. 1 second.
I wonder if he like
Here you're
ran
gonna
out of
see it
gas or
says,
what.
What is that?
Northwest 31st
Avenue. And I'll pan off here just for a second and find you the next closest cross street here, which is going to be Northwest 30th Place, and this is Fort Lauderdale, Oakland Park area.
Thank you, Ralph. Okay.
Rewind that. What the tackle? They didn't catch it very well on this stream. They didn't catch it very well.
Moments ago.
Let's see.
Units now, just pretty. He's about to give up the ghost here. Let's
Here it
use a
is.
zoom here, and we're going to get a little bit closer.
'Cause they were zooming in at the
Officers
same
getting him
time.
to stop. I gotta
Oh.
knock him to the ground and secure him and make sure that he's not carrying any weapons. Several Broward Sheriff's Office.
Excuse me, exactly the way we like to see these things end, Alex.
That's right. On the right side of your screen, that is what's happening.
Dramatic
right
blur.
now
Yeah,
at
it was
this
kind of
moment.
bad
BSO,
timing.
Deputies taking this man into custody. We saw as they pushed him off that ATV to make sure he was not armed because. at one point,
Okay,
Ethan,
so
there
I
was a
used
worry
different
that he
software
was,
today,
touching
did it a
his
little
waistband.
differently.
So
What
they
is
were
the
worried that he was
verdict? Is it
armed.
all
They,
the same
we saw
for
the
most
helmet
people?
fly, something else fly,
What do we think
flew,
about the
maybe
Restream
his
bot,
mask,
like
just to make sure he was
combining the
okay.
chats? I
And that is
didn't
going on
really
right now as
like
we
the
speak
look
on
of
the right
that,
side of your
but
screen. But on the left side of your screen, that is what we've been dealing with for more than an hour now. This ATV rider just going through the streets of South Florida, Opa-locka, City of Miami, JMH, under the 112, on
I wish there was
95,
some way to
off
like
the
combine them in a way that
back on,
looked good.
And now ending in the Fort Lauderdale area, putting so many drivers, Ethan, in danger.
A very dangerous situation that we are, of course, very happy to see come to an
Volk,
end.
what's up?
And really, as you mentioned, Alex, I mean,
Chat should be
this going
combined.
all around
Yeah.
Miami-Dade County, then
Maybe
crossing
I
into
can
Broward
figure out a
County.
way
So many U-turns and twists
to
and
not
turns
make
along
it
the
double
way.
up every
It was
message in
hard to
chat
keep
in
up
Twitch.
with
It was.
At certain points, exactly where he was, which direction he was going.
Did he do a
Ralph
wheelie?
Raber
He
and
did
Seven Sky
not.
Force doing an excellent job, of course, overhead, staying with them, along with law enforcement officials who followed along and really prevented this from becoming an even more dangerous situation.
And now the question.
The bot in chat was a
continued,
nightmare,
really,
yeah.
When did this?
I've never
why
really
did this
liked the look of the
start?
Restream bot,
I think
but
at one point we mentioned that it may have been just a traffic violation, but we
it
don't
would
have that
be nice if they
confirmed,
were
so
combined
I know
in
that
a
our
way
team
that
here at
didn't
7
look
will
shitty.
Now try to confirm that. What exactly started all of this, and why was he running for so long?
5+ cops, yeah, 7.
Again, Opa-locka Police Department
I don't usually
is
count it at the end of the
agency
chase. There's
that
always 5 at the
started
end of the
with all
chase.
this, but then we saw Miami-Dade Police.
Shinji, there's
we saw
really not.
FHP get
Like,
involved. Miami-Dade
they just don't-
Police up in the air in their helicopter.
There's really
BSO
not.
now involved. So several agencies now collaborating and.
Chats
now the
combined in
question
chat are better
continues,
than on the
exactly
screen.
how
Yeah,
did this
on
all
the
start
screen
and
you're
why?
not getting much out of it.
As
I
we noted
realize
earlier,
nobody's
it really
like
looks
looking at that
He had such an advantage
during the
being on
chase,
an
probably.
ATV.
But
as you watch this takedown,
there's
from
really
moments ago
not a much
happening
better
on the
way to
right of
do
your
it.
Screen. Those are recorded pictures from Seven Sky
Would be
Force.
great if there was.
But the agility that ATV gave him allowed him, from what we watched in real time,
it would
to
be
able to make
great
those
if it
U-turns
didn't say
quickly
like
and get
Restream
away
bot and then have
from,
all that
the officials
text
who were
in
tailing him,
before it just
in
says
some
the
really
name of the
hard-stopping
person and then the
moments, too,
chat,
because,
right? If it just
busy
somehow
midday
looked
traffic.
really
And at
clean,
one point, because of that, he was able
that
to
would
go
be
in the
awesome.
opposite direction on I-95.
But I just there's
Remember,
no
he
way
was
to do
going-
that right
what
now.
Was it north on the southbound lanes or vice versa?
I think multiple. I think both.
Both at the same time?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, pretty incredible. Seven Sky Force up above. Ralph, Mark, the pilot.
Maybe
you
it's a
two,
paid version.
You managed to
Yeah.
keep an eye on this guy from the very beginning.
There is a
and
paid
ending
version,
it
and I'll
right
probably
here.
pay
You guys
for
are
it.
still up above. Seven Sky Force still
Is there a
overhead, showing you these
watermark
live
on my
pictures,
stream right now?
From the Fort Lauderdale area, as
Because it
BSO
said that I
deputies
was gonna get a
continue with their
watermark.
investigation.
Yeah, what they'll do, if you guys are still there, what they'll do now is they've contacted the county, and the county's now going to backtrack and
But I don't
to
see
the
it.
initial call. They'll go back all the way on the logs from the dispatchers.
No
of who
watermark. All right,
made
then
the
maybe I
initial
don't need to
call
pay
on
for
this
it,
and
at
why
least
the
not right
reasons
now.
for
But
wanting
hey,
this
if
vehicle
anybody's
to
not
stop, and they'll,
following on
agency
Twitch or
that was
subbing on
involved there
YouTube,
will send,
please do that.
representatives up here to help in the investigation here. And of course, there's all the kind of documentation nowadays with all the social media, people on the highway.
So please do that. Our guy is just laid out
pictures.
Not looking great here.
From people who see the SUV goes. So look for those pretty soon.
If I go live
Back
again
to you guys
sometime today,
That's a good idea, Ralph. Thank you for that. And again, our coverage will
then
continue throughout the
it's
day
because
today,
there's
so make
another
sure
chase, I
you stay
think.
with 7 News on
Probably
this.
not doing anything else today.
All right, getting to other.
Okay, that's it. That's it. That's all we got. All right. Thanks, everybody. I got to get back to work. He was sitting. Yeah, he was just sitting on the ground. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your day.